Hello, Taurus. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, if I can grab the box, Bonfire Tarot by Gabby Angus West. Supportive Oracle cards, Chakra Wisdom Oracle cards by Tori Hartman, illustrated by Gretchen. There's Gretchen's last name, if I can stop shaking, which apparently I can't. Okay, Taurus. Are you going to have a 4-part series, kind of like, what was it? I just did them. Who was it? Capricorn. You might have a 4-part series. Okay, I think, stop. Okay, I literally think this can be good. I really feel like the ending of this truly depends on your viewpoint. Because I'm getting the Sun card at the end, but I'm also getting like some other weird cards there. I feel like it's basically how you view the situation. The outcome is really good. It's just the details of how it got there that might be a little bit sketchy. Let's see. All right, as we're coming in here, you got enlightenment and wisdom coming right in. Okay. This is, to me, when I'm seeing these two cards come in for you, it's kind of like you're having a very strong drive to handle things a certain way, but like this is more than usual. This is a little bit different than usual. Kind of like there are options here, but you're like, if we do it this way, things are going to be good. Everybody makes out fairly. You know, nobody gets left behind type feel. But not in the bad way. Like sometimes you say that and people go, ugh. But like everybody makes out in a positive way, in a good way. But like there's nobody that's just being brought along for a free ride. Everybody's doing their part and everybody's making out. And there's a way to handle this, and you're seeing it with enlightenment and wisdom. Kind of like there's a way to where we can all put in the effort and we can all get something out of this. Based on how much effort we put into it, that's what we'll get out, and that's fair. That's fair. If you're going to put in a lot of effort, you should get a lot out. If you're going to put in a little effort, then you get a little out. That's fair. What's wrong with that, right? That's, to me, I feel like when I'm talking to Taurus, I feel like somebody who really connects with that energy would agree with that. Like, if you put in a lot of honest, hard work, getting a lot back is fair. If you only put in a little bit of effort and you only get a little bit back, well, that's fair. That's what you're putting in. That's what you should get out. I feel like that's very on point. Let me know in the comments, but I feel like that would make sense. Now, that's where this energy gets a little wonky, because I feel like the way I am connecting to Taurus energy, just to be fair. I do like Taurus energy. I'm very partial to it for some reason. Don't know why. It's just one of those energies I easily connect to. So I am sympathizing with this. Like, to me, that makes ironclad sense. That makes complete sense. But that's where the energy gets weird. Right here, right in the beginning. Because perception, and I'm getting the other side of the coin at this point. And there's other people feeling like, but I've done my dues with this other situation, or I've learned this from that, or I've done this from here, and I've got this knowledge from there. So I shouldn't have to break my back to make this work out. I've done my due diligence. I've put in my time, you know? I shouldn't have to do all this effort to get all this out. I know how to do things better. I show people how to do things better. I should be able to get more out because of what I'm contributing, not how much I'm contributing. That's the offset. It's like this energy is like it's what I'm contributing, what I am contributing, not how much I'm contributing with personal sweat and blood and tears and whatever you want going on there. So there's this weird disagreement between you and this energy, because I don't feel like you're on board with that. Because I feel like your counter argument would be, you know what, that's then. And you did good with those things, but this is a whole new ball of wax. This is different people. These people don't owe you anything. Other people shouldn't have to do extra so you and miss out and you get more when they're putting in all this effort to make it happen. Just because you know more and know how to do things doesn't mean other people should like pay your way for you. Like, that doesn't make sense to me. It's almost like they're doing your work for you. Just because you have the knowledge doesn't mean you should get a free ride. And like, it's going back and forth. It's very weird for me right now because I can actually see both points of view. It's very strange for me because I'm like, I don't know. It can go back and forth for a long time because I feel like one side saying, yeah, but if I didn't bring this knowledge, you wouldn't be able to get this good of an outcome. And the other side saying, yes, but if we don't all put in the effort, we're not going to get that great of an outcome anyway. We all have to pitch in equally. It just seems to go back and forth, back and forth. It doesn't seem to be relenting. This is a 4-stage thing. Okay, so that's the first stage. I got to disconnect from that because I keep seeing both sides. It just keeps going back and forth and back and forth. And ironically, for me, I kind of like, oh, that makes sense. Oh, wait, this makes sense. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. I feel like I'm playing volleyball with myself. I'm just like, well, what side do I more agree with? I don't know. I mean, I do tend to go with Taurus a lot. I like that Taurus energy. I just do. I don't know why. Okay, so there's more coming into this next phase. Something has to actually happen. Okay. I feel like the other side is they got abundance. I mean, I'm trying to sugarcoat this, and I probably shouldn't. They're getting what they want. And I feel like this makes a lot of sense with the outcome. I really do. They're getting what they want. I know how to do this. I'm bringing a lot of knowledge to the table. They're kind of equating that to their level of effort. Like, X amount of knowledge equals X amount of effort. So, I don't know. I hope this makes sense. Like, because I have the plan, instead of having to work, 5 days a week, I only have to work 2 to 3 days a week because my plan makes up for 2 days worth of work. That they've, it's something like that. It feels like that. Because, I feel like when you're looking at this, they're not doing as much work. They're bringing in the plan, but if they did as much work as everybody else, there'd be more to get out of this. And I feel like that's why you don't like it. Because I feel like a part of it's like, I don't like this. I don't like how this is working. On your side, you have gossip and perfection. And I feel like it's bothering you. You're kind of like, this could work out better. I understand what they're saying. I understand that they feel like they're bringing the knowledge, and their knowledge should, excuse them for X amount of effort because that equals X amount of effort. Whatever. But I feel like you're even looking at this closer. Like, but if they put in the same amount of effort that they could, blood, sweat, and tears that everybody else is, we'd all get such a much better payoff from this. And you're trying to make this point, and they're just kind of like, nope, 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 nope. So you got gossip and perfection on your side. Gossip doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to be like you're gossiping about other people. But I feel like other people are agreeing with you is basically what I'm feeling with gossip. Don't let this become a situation. Because I feel like it just could aggravate you more. I don't see a positive thing coming out of it. I don't know. Gossip feels a little weird here. It's kind of like, it's not like anything is untrue, but it could amplify an unsatisfied energy, and it could just make you more aggravated with the situation. Just be careful staying away from the gossip. The only thing you're going to get out of it is more aggravation. Stepping away from it, it's just better for you. I just don't feel like it doesn't serve you in any sense is what I'm getting. And I feel like it's more about hearing things other people are saying when it comes to gossip, and it's just getting under your skin and aggravating you. Don't let it, just walk away from it, I'm telling you. Because I don't see it really serving you in any sense. Now, when I'm seeing this in the center, at the same time with the second phase, Ace of Swords, the Renewal. So Renewal is very interesting here. So for a lot of you, this maybe is not the first time around for this situation at all. It's definitely not the first time around for this other energy. Definitely not. But the Ace of Swords is coming in, and somebody else is renewing. It's like renewing something, and it's kicking off according to the abundant side, the other side you're dealing with. It is taking off, though, and things are starting to happen. You're on point with that. I feel like you've given in to a point. Like it's a fruitless argument. You've decided to step back because you're like, not getting anything out of it. Nobody's getting anything out of this argument. And instead of just blah, blah, blahing about it, let's just get something done. I'm feeling that energy for you. All right, so this keeps going forward. The third phase comes in. So the second phase is not going exactly the way you want, but still good. Still good. This is in the environment. Two of Pentacles, quest. Whoever the point of contention is that you're not really agreeing with, they're getting a choice to move on to something else. They're getting a choice to leave this situation. I'm not seeing it as a bad thing. I'm feeling like this is on the level. You know this is happening. You know this is a possibility. When this is happening and they're getting the option to move on to something else, the Two of Pentacles is the option to move on to something else. I feel like you're looking at this in a very interesting way. You're kind of like, you know, they helped put together the plan. And that's what they're mostly contributing at this point. They're not putting in as much effort as I'd like to see them put in, but they're not thinking they have to. If they leave the situation, we can replace them. And the person we replace them with, we can purposely find someone that's going to put in 100% effort the way we want them to. We don't need another person to like monitor the plan. We know what that is now. I know what that is now. So you're seeing this as an opportunity. It's very interesting because it's switching up some pieces, but you're like, yeah, but this could work. Because you're not against this energy. I don't feel that. But you're not happy with it either. You don't like how things are working. And I do feel like this energy is going to leave. They're going to choose this other option. The quest is going to take over. Completion. In the third phase, this person, I feel like for most of you it's a person, they exit. Okay, so that's what that is. The fourth phase pops in. Someone else is involved with this situation. The person that takes over for this, whoever left, something isn't right with that. I don't know if somebody told them something or if they expected something different. I'm getting the Eight of Pentacles. They're putting in the effort. They're putting in the work. So they are doing it. But they're not thinking they should have to put in as much as they are. And they're not happy about how much they're putting in. Insecurity and contemplation is coming in with that Eight of Pentacles. And what I'm getting here is like, for some reason this person didn't think they'd have to do as much as they are. Although, I do see it fairly working out for them. Like, what you put in is what you get out. And you're letting that be known. It works for everybody in this situation. But for some reason they thought something different. I don't know if the person before them told them it was going to work out a different way than it actually did. Or they knew the last person and knew how they did things. They thought it was going to be the same. They thought they were going to put in 2 to 3 days worth of effort and then have the rest to themselves. Maybe they didn't understand why that was working out that way. But for some reason, they don't think they should have to do as much as they are, or they weren't expecting to. Something to that effect. Yet they are upholding their part of the bargain. They are doing what they should do. And this is why you get this interesting outcome. You got the Sun card for one. Like, it's finally working the way you want it to. It is on point. You are getting the effort and the outcome, and it's even. It's fair according to how we originally looked at it. Like, you put in a lot, you get out a lot. You put in a little, you get out a little. It's now finally doing it the way you think it should work. Cool. Now you got grief and you got bittersweet here. This other energy, this new energy you have to deal with, you have to keep it in line. You have to keep it on board. You have to keep it in check. You're going to have to monitor it. That's the grief. The bittersweet is like it's going better. You like the outcome better. You're happy with this Sun card, but it's something you're going to have to police it. You just got to keep an eye on it. You constantly have to keep an eye on it because it's kind of like this other energy. You're just like, I don't know what it's going to do if I take my eye off it. You don't want them trying to change things. You don't want them moving things around. So you got to keep an eye on it. That's the bittersweet. I feel like this is a good outcome. It's just basically you have to keep your eye on it. And that's where it's going. All right, I think we're good. I'm going to shut that down here. I hope that helps. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.